Hello everyone. This week is Parashat Shlach. Candlelighting today will be 8:12. The sunset is at 8:30. Tomorrow nets will be 5:26, which means sunrise will be 5:26. And we should try to say Shema by 8:35. Or the latest is 9:09. We should try to say Shema by 9:09, the latest. The earliest mincha we could pray tomorrow will be 1:35, which means after 1:35 you could start davening, praying mincha tomorrow. Sunset will be 8:30, so you should start eating Suda Shlishit before 8:30. And Shabbat will be over by 9:21. 9:21, Shabbat will be over. I would like to say a few words on this week's Parsha, Parashat Shlach. It says in the Parsha that Moshe Rabbeinu, he sends spies. He sends spies to go and to check out the land of Israel. Now it says Yoshua bin Nun, and it says in the pasuk Yoshua bin Nun and Kalev ben Yefuneh hayu min anashim ahem haolchim latur et haaretz, which means Yoshua, the son of Nun, and Kalev, son of Yefuneh, they lived from among those men who were going to spy out. Okay, which means all the 10 spies they said negative, something negative, a lashon hara, about the land of Israel. Except for 2 spies, Yoshua and Kalev, they did not say anything bad about the land of Israel. They said good thing about Israel. So the question is, how could this happen? How could this happen? How could this happen that, the generation that just came out from Israel, they came out from Egypt, and they're about to go to Israel, and because of this, something terrible happened. We have Tisha B'Av because the spies spoke bad about the land of Israel. But like I said, 2 spies said positive about the land of Israel. It was Yoshua and Kalev. And what's interesting is, about Yoshua, Moshe had to pray for Yoshua. Moshe Rabbeinu had to pray for Yoshua, and that he should not say something bad about the land of Israel. Now, if you ask, why would Yoshua say something bad about Israel? Yoshua, and how did Moshe Rabbeinu pray for him? His name was Hosea, and Moshe added a letter Yud to his name. His name became Yehoshua, which means, Yehoshua means Hashem should save you from saying something bad about Israel. And also Kalev was also afraid not to say something bad about Israel. So what did he do? He went and he prayed by the grave of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and he begged Hashem that Hashem should save him, and so he should not come to say something negative about the land of Israel. But why would they say something bad about the land of Israel? So it's something that's very interesting, that in order to understand this, we have to check. There's something that's called social pressure. Social pressure. Social pressure means that people, we are humans, we like to communicate. Of course, we communicate. We talk to each other. We communicate with each other, and because of that, we give in to social pressure. There's a social pressure, and that's why we give in to social pressure. Like Rambam says, a person's nature is to drown in his opinions and his actions after his friends and his companions. And therefore the halacha is, and our rabbis teach us, a person should have good friends. He should live in a community where he will have a better influence, where the community is going to have a better influence on him. For example, let's say if you have 20 people if you have 20 people sitting in the room, if you have 20 people sitting, let's say they made a test that there were 19 people sitting in, 20 people sitting in the room, and one of them, and 19 of them were like, they were there. They were testing Mr. 20, and the thing was that person, when he came in, they asked, "What is it now? Is it a day or night?" So person number one said it's night, even though it was day outside. Everybody answered that it was night. And when we came to the last person who was there as a test, and he also answered night. Why? Because there was a social pressure. If everybody said that it's night, why would I say that it's day? So we get influenced by social pressure, and we give in to social pressure. That's the danger, yeah? So social pressure is so strong that it causes people to say or do something they know is wrong. And that's the danger that Yoshua and Kalev, that they're going to be in. The Chazal tell us that you need Hashem's help to withstand the social pressure. They needed Hashem's help to withstand social pressure. This is the lesson that we learn. Social pressure is so strong. Even nowadays, you have people, in olden days, who used to make tattoos. Maybe sailors had tattoos, men had tattoo. Now everybody has a tattoo. I mean, ladies have tattoo. If you ask the lady, if you ask a Goyish lady, why do you have tattoo? She will say, because my friends have tattoo. So there's a social pressure. People give in to social pressure. And now it has gone so bad that now they have tongue ring. There is a nose ring, tongue ring. People don't feel comfortable. When they talk, you can't even understand what they're saying, and it probably hurts them. And they still have a tongue ring, or whatever rings they have. They pierce all over their body. And what's the reason? The reason is because of social pressure, because everybody has it. It's cool. Everybody has it. So my friends have it, so they have it, so I will also have it. This is the lesson that we'll learn. Social pressure is a strong thing, and we'll learn from this week's parsha that Kalev and Yehoshua, Moshe Rabbeinu prayed for Yehoshua, and Kalev, he himself went to the grave of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov to pray for himself, that he should not sink in, like he should not give in into social pressure, because the 10 Meraglim said something wrong. They did not give in. They held on to their opinion, and they said something positive about the land of Israel. And therefore the 10 Meraglim, they were punished, but the 2 Meraglim, 2 spies, they stayed alive. This is the lesson that for us, we should pray to Hashem, that Hashem should save us from bad influence. And we should also try to have good friends, live in a good neighborhood. So we should always have a positive social pressure.